Honorable Mavis Nkansabodu, you have the floor. Ranking member, you have 15 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also wanted to add that the monitor in front of us is actually keeping the time. So then when it's 10, you can actually monitor the time that you've spoken from the device in front of us. I just wanted to add that to it. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to add my voice to the budget statements, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also like to join other colleagues in thanking our colleague, the Finance Minister, for coming to the House to give us the statement on the budget as stipulated in Article 179 and 180 of the 1992 Constitution and Section 21 and 23 of the PFM Act, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'll start by saying how interesting it is that a government that campaigned and made grand promises of job creation, skills development, and a better and robust, resilient economy will present such a hollow budget, Mr. Speaker. It is very disappointing to say the least, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Speaker, I've gone through the budget, and unfortunately, it fails to capture how these promises will be fulfilled, Mr. Speaker.
Oh.
Mr. Speaker, this budget, Mr. Speaker, this budget is full of contradictions.
Listen to wisdom.
Misplaced priorities and falsehood, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it seems as though we are back to the era of Ethiopia or the dead goat syndrome, Mr. Speaker.
Oh.
Because the more Ghanaians complain about their plight, it seems the president is more energized to do exactly what Ghanaians are unhappy about.
Oh.
Mr. Speaker, the very first decisions that the president took was to terminate employment, Mr. Speaker. And this was the same president that promised to reduce unemployment rate. I can't comprehend both, Mr. Speaker. On one hand, you promise to reduce unemployment rate. On the other hand, you are terminating employment. So it seems the more we talk, the more the president decides to terminate employment, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I earlier said, based on the promises that the president made, it is surprising that on page 84, the president talks about freezing of employment. And Mr. Speaker, if you permit me, I would like to read from page 84, paragraph 478, Mr. Speaker. It says that in 2025, government will implement the following measures to keep the wages bill within sustainable levels, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I say that fully implement the net freeze on employment by immediately putting on hold all recruitment, replacement into the public sector, Mr. Speaker.
Jesus.
Given that the recent realignment and collapse of some MDAs has brought about surplus labor, Mr. Speaker. It further says that in this regard, there will be no extension of contracts of all public offices except in education. Even in education, it's in parentheses that only universities, Mr. Speaker, which will be capped and done within budgetary allocation. Mr. Speaker, this is the president that promised Ghanaians employment, especially the youth. As I said earlier on, I cannot comprehend how a president will promise jobs and put a freeze on employment. Mr. Speaker, as we speak right now, there's a freeze on embargo on employment in critical areas such as health. Mr. Speaker, according to the WHO, the ratio of patient to doctor is 1 to 1,000. Currently, Ghana is doing 1 to 6,000. So then I don't understand why we are far behind, and the president will not find it necessary to employ people, Mr. Speaker, in such a critical area. Mr. Speaker, in the security service as well, Mr. Speaker, in the security service as well, there's an embargo on the security service. Mr. Speaker, it is supposed to be one security personnel to 600 police personnel or security personnel. Currently, we are doing 1 to 1,200 in our nation. Isn't it frightening and disheartening that a president will take such a decision, looking at the ratios that we are doing now? Mr. Speaker, also the president made a promise of a 24-hour economy. The most touted 24-hour economy failed to find expression in this budget. Mr. Speaker, I have gone through the entire budget, unless someone from the majority side wants to explain to me, or open to the side that talks about...
They have not read it.
They haven't read it, yes. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
They have not read the budget.
Mr. Speaker, you can refer me to the page then.
Listen.
Mr. Speaker, I have gone through the budget, and the most touted 24-hour economy has failed to find expression in the budget, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thought that the 24-hour economy was going to be premised on the private sector. Mr. Speaker, we all know that. I thought, it is my thoughts. Mr. Speaker, if you look at all the giant economies that we are quick to compare Ghana with,
yes,
they all thrive on the back of a robust and thriving private sector, Mr. Speaker.
It's true.
Unfortunately, that is not what we are doing in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, there's a situation where in Ghana, even when there's a change in government, we are quick to go after private businessmen that are seen not to align to us. And both parties are complicit. I'm not going to say it's just the MPP or the NDC. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, this 24-hour economy, I thought that it was coming to present or preserve a vibrant private sector. Unfortunately, that is not the case, Mr. Speaker. I'm going to reach out to the President once again that it is something that Ghanaians are happy about. I, for one, was happy about. So the President should do the needful and give us Mr. Speaker, a comprehensive approach of how we are going to implement the 24-hour economy, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, also the President spoke about tax removals, and I hear the majority side making a lot of noise about the taxes that have been removed. Mr. Speaker, the President promised to remove 14 taxes. As it stands, Mr. Speaker, only 3 taxes have been removed. Mr. Speaker, when we came into power in 2016, in 2017, the former president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, removed over 14 taxes. 14 taxes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, because in the period of 2013 to 2016, the former president and the current president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, had introduced over 20 taxes, Mr. Speaker, and it took His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to remove those taxes. So to say that you've done well by removing 23, I'm sorry, I do not side with that. It's very unfortunate. You can do better because you promised Ghanaians to remove 14 taxes and you've only done 3. Mr. Speaker, that will also bring me to the Women's Bank, the most talked about Women's Bank, Mr. Speaker. It is very sad, unfortunate, disheartening that 53.51 million has been allocated to the entire women population in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, we all know very well that, Mr. Speaker, we all know that to establish a bank in this nation, you need not less than 400 million to do so. It is surprising, Mr. Speaker, it is surprising that after so many promises to the women of this nation, our president has given us 51.3 million. Mr. Speaker, I saw a publication by Honorable Ofosu Kwache saying that amount of 79 million that has been allocated to him is not enough, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, his office is just to disseminate information to the Ghanaian population. He's even been given more than the entire women in Ghana, Mr. Speaker. So then if 79 million is not enough, I'm reaching out to the president on that 51 million is woefully inadequate for the Ghanaian women. I wonder what will happen to the economy of this nation if our mothers do not wake up in the morning and go to Mokola. They are all dependent on this budget, Mr. Speaker. They are looking forward to the allocation. We ask the president to do the needful, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, also, Mr. Speaker, also the president promised us a lean government. Mr. Speaker, the president mentioned that he was going to reduce the number of ministries from 30 to 23. I'm sure the Ghanaians, yes, definitely he's done it. But it's quite strange that during Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's 2020-24 budget, with 8, Mr. Speaker, with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's 2024 budget, Mr. Speaker, he allocated 223 million Ghana cedis to the Jubilee House, Mr. Speaker, and that had 8 agencies. With this so-called lean government, Mr. Speaker, we are doing 2.7 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, the president, Mr. Speaker, the president has allocated 2.7 billion Ghana cedis to the Jubilee House. We want to find out from the government, is this the lean government that he spoke about? What will that money be used for? If 327 million was too much, I wonder what 2.7 billion will be used for. Mr. Speaker, we on the minority do not expect this government to fail. Looking at the overwhelming support that Ghanaians gave to him during the elections, we expect him to fulfill on all the promises that he made to the Ghanaian people, the Ghanaian youth, the Ghanaian women, the unemployed, the unskilled. He made the business community, Mr. Speaker, the private business community. We expect him to do the needful because he cannot fail Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, this is the only nation that we have. Even if we decide to relocate outside, Mr. Speaker, you'll always be seen as a second-class citizen. This is the only nation we have, and we expect to build it. And it is incumbent on all of us to do so. Mr. Speaker, with these few words, I'll thank you again for the opportunity, and I'll resume my
seat. She has 3 minutes more. We can use that.